Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Cleveland. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check it back.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. For Kevin Stefanski, by the way, first-year coach of the Browns, this defense should be a familiar one to him. As you may know, Stefanski had a good long run for the Viking coaching staff from 2006 to 2019. He'd risen through the ranks to offensive coordinator last year before moving on to Cleveland in the offseason to take his first ever head coaching gig. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
45. Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, switch gears.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Mike, 45. He runs. 45's the Mike. Rip left.
Mayfield now from the 50. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 26 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019. 4th fastest in the NFL. And he flashed the big-time speed again there. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 55 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Check! 180! Check! 45 to Mike! Come on!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
45. Point it right.
On third down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Hawk 70. Hey, watch delay.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Watch 54. 19 Tiger.
Right there. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he rifles one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Check, 93's the mic.
I got him.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Here we go. Double tight. Four down.
Here is Cook on third and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. Here now the one-time Brown, Greg Joseph, on against his former team to try the field goal. These two teams all tied after one. Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
All day, baby, all day.
Oh, that's money in the bank, baby.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hey,
They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a throw here, hauled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They run. Cook stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Let's go, keep tight.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd down, Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Cook able to escape. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 16-yard line. A big play there out of Cook, and even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Oh, he's the real deal today, baby.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's get it.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now Abdullah, the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
King.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
This is what we made of right here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there, first down.
Here we go, here we go. Cook at 19. Watch 54. It's our field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
54, right there, right there. 54 Mike.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 40 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Yeah, baby!
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Mayfield looks to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is JoJo Natson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Don't stop that motor.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. This is caught. It's Dearness Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Keenum. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And this one is incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And now it's third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Keenum. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a score closer.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another carry now for Madison. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. I got you.
Going to run with Madison again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Check, 43. Watch the play.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
All right, D.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.